Kris Gethin' here, and IFBB Pro Leah Dolan. Glutton for punishment, trained yesterday, and we're hitting it again, yeah.
I've been invited back.
Yeah,
Yes.
I must be stupid. We all know that, though. So we did legs yesterday, and we're going to go in and smash shoulders today. What we're going to do is probably a little bit instinctive, and I'm going to steal a couple of exercises from other people and claim them as my own.
Okay.
And we'll try to do something different. I'm going to try to drag you into my depths today and see if I can get you to scrim like I was scrimming yesterday. So I'd love to tell you what we are going to do, but I don't know. I know it's going to be volume. I know it's going to be intense. I know there'll be supersets in there, but I don't know the order of things. I'm going to smell the air and just go for it.
Yeah, like that.
Ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock.
Sit it.
Let's do it.
Get it. Jumpman, free throws with the shots of snuff. Clico Rose, blue, now she need no discussion. Red Pay still got cash to spend, so she be stunning. Red Pay still got cash to spend, so she be stunning. I take it back to the hallways. I got the sack in my backpack. I take it back to the dark days. I've been in the trap in my knapsack. Jumpin', this Rio and flex. Yeah, stuntman, I'm that secret well. Gas pack, kid like Jackie Chan. Keep a stick on me, pack like Taliban's. MTM clip, bring hella fans. In your city, better lose your mans. MIA at 11, we don't sleep. Ass and titties, take up all your bands. Yeah, head bopper, take up all your Zans. Jumpman after Jumpman, we be pumping. 12 gauge out the front door, leave your brain splat like a pumpkin. Baby bottles all in my house, but got nan damn baby mother. Pouring out the seal, mixing with the cut, move it out through the public. Cashing out and you love it. Cashing out, yeah, they love it. Jumpin', man, we up to something. Keep hollows on me, butter like I walk with nothing. Keep hollows on me, butter like I walk with nothing. Everywhere I gon' strap, I won't get knocked on the map. Get it, boom. Jumpman, free throws, man, these shots is nothing. Clico Rose, blue, now she need no discussion. Yeah, Red Pay still got cash to spend, so she be stunning. Red Pay still got cash to spend, so she be stunning. I take it back to the hallways. I got the sack in my backpack. I take it back to the dark days. I've been in the trap in my knapsack. Jumpin', this Rio and flex. Stuntman, I'm that secret weapon. Get that secret weapon on me, promise you don't wanna fight. I got hitters left and right. Stick you up for your life. Ain't tellin' rough and right. They got a definite sprite. They not polite. You can see definite eyes. Jumpman, we be cross the country. Stuntman, ain't no fucking enough. Girl don't speak no English from another country.
Mark my word. Mark my word. Mark my word. Mark my word. I'm a fucking animal. I'm a fucking animal. This time last year I had to prove something. Nobody could tell me I couldn't do nothing. Yeah, don't you know I put it down? Cause I'm the fucking animal. Cause I'm the fucking animal. Cause I'm the fucking king. This is not last year, and I am not done here. This is not last year, I am not done. And this is not the last time that you hear my name.
I fucking hate it. Kris Gethin' looking sophisticated and interesting in the armchair here with Leah Dolan looking very sophisticated as well. And it's only because our asses are killing from yesterday's workout.
I just don't want to get up.
Yeah, and this is take two. Decided to come back. I gave Leah a call earlier and I said, I'm hitting delts this afternoon. Want to join me? I'm a glutton for punishments. Yeah, of course. So a couple of hours later, here we are. We went through a very unique shoulder workout today, did some exercises that I haven't done for a while, and you hadn't done a couple of them.
No, you took me down. You taught me some really good ones.
And there's one that Nick Holt even showed us
Yep.
here as well. And so what did we do? To begin with, so we did, what do you call those exercises, Nick? You know, when you're doing like the side raise and front, you know, when you're hanging it up?
I don't know what those are
The
called.
one we did the last?
No, start.
No,
the
you
first
start
exercise.
like this and you go like this. I don't even know what those are.
Chicken rows. We'll call them chicken rows.
Oh, yours? The upright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Upright
call them
rows?
chicken rows.
Yeah,
Chicken
so
rows?
chicken rows. We'll call them chicken rows.
Chris made them up and I named them.
Yeah, so there we
Chicken
are. We'll
rows.
call them chicken rows. So we started off doing 20 reps of that, and then we would finish with 20 reps of side raises for the first set, and we'd alternate doing 20 repetitions again, supersetted with the 20 reps of front raise. So side raise, front raise, and we did a few sets.
That was a good
of
pump.
that.
I like
Yes,
that.
like I normally do that as a finishing movement, but I thought let's give it a go today and go heavier
Yeah.
as a starting movement, and it felt great.
I like that.
Once we did that, we went onto the shoulder press, but this was with a squat press machine. I just thought let's do something fancy and interesting for the crowd there, but it's a good pump. Doing that, you know, you can kind of lean into the machine a little bit, so you're not using too many stabilizers and fixators. You can isolate it a little bit more.
And you went
much
pretty
like a
heavy.
machine.
I was a wuss. I wussed out. I went lighter.
I was showing off
Yeah.
for the camera, and
You
if there's
could
a
go
female
heavy.
looking, of course, I'm going to go heavy and risk injury. And we did a few sets of that, 3 sets, and then we moved on to the cables where we did an alternate of a side raise with a front raise, and we were lying down with our back supported on a pad, so it isolates us, it brings us away from the floor slightly, and out to the side, to the front. We did 20 repetitions in total of that, supersetted with 20 reps of the upright rows, and we went out to the side instead
Yeah.
of straight up.
Right.
So we didn't bring in these massive traps. So we just targeted the outer delts more than anything. And then what did we do after that? We did,
With the ball.
yeah, we did. We started
We
with the
took
Bocey ball.
reverse delts.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so it was
We did
lying with our
reverse.
back onto the Bocey ball. We went onto the Swiss ball after that when we found that we got a better angle and better contraction from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were doing 20 repetitions on that. So a lot of volume. I like volume. Getting plenty
I
of
do too.
blood
I
in
like
it.
the volume.
Yeah.
I really like volume.
It's intense.
I kind of got over super heavy.
Yeah, because you're tapping into all your muscle fibers, you know, you're not leaving any stones unturned, and it feels better. You know, it
does
feels
feel
like you've
better.
done something. Light, you know, less reps and heavyweights, easy.
Yeah, it is.
Anyone can do that.
Anyone can do that.
It's doing heavyweights and high reps is harder. And then when we finished with that, we went on to the rear raises on the bench with dumbbells, starting with our palms facing behind to isolate the rear delts, then our palms facing towards each other with the arms slightly more bent so we could bring in our rhomboids, and then we finished by going a little bit heavier with our arms locked out straight just for a couple of inches of movement, just to really prolong that
A
failure
little
point.
bit heavier.
Okay,
That's
quite a
an
bit heavier.
that's an
But
understatement.
it was a small range of motion. You can
Yeah.
you know, you can attract hypertrophy, or how do you say hypertrophy?
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy. You say it the
Hypertrophy?
same as me. Yeah, just you know, through an isolated contraction, but we were using a slight range of motion there, and then we did an
Like
extra
an air
set,
hump.
extra set for Snapchat as well, as we do. And that was pretty much it. And now I'm getting my post-workout shake. Where's your post-workout shake? You have to
I
get.
thought you were
have to get
bringing me one.
No, I
You're
didn't.
supposed to. You forgot about
I
me.
was out all day.
Thanks.
And I just messaged you a couple of hours ago when I was already
That's
out.
true. You did.
Yeah.
Give me like 2-hour notice. Let's hit the gym.
Yeah, let's do it. She had CrossFit this morning.
Yeah.
I slept
That was a
in.
mistake.
I slept in. All right, so that is it. Anything else to add to that?
No, thanks again. That was really good. Shoulders
you.
are like my favorite. They really are. But you taught me some really good ones today.
Yeah, well, you got some badass delts in. Now I need to
Thank you. You do
get
too.
some badass ones so I can reveal them myself. Get some delts for the summer. I'll ask for some for my birthday, I think, see if they come gift wrap.
Delts for days.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, if you want more like this, you know what to do. Like, comment, and
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Playing my attack. Both sides gonna